I begin by putting on my prescription lenses, which I think is quite fitting for this look. For my base, I'm using this magical CC cream all over my face. I'm trying to create a flawless base for the makeup to stick onto, and this product helps to cancel out any redness and darkness. It goes on a little white at first, but it gets better the more I work it into the skin. I'm a big fan of natural looking skin, and this foundation is a dream to work with. I really enjoy its sheer and watery texture, and as you can see here, it goes on the skin pretty much undetectable. It looks like real skin but better. Now, because this foundation only offers a minimum coverage, the CC cream that I had applied on my skin previously really helped. By covering some of the redness and darkness, it has cut down the foundation work in half. For concealer, I choose a shade that is slightly lighter than my natural skin color and place it underneath my eyes. Not only will this cover my dark circles, but the lighter choice of color will also highlight this area and make my eyes look more lifted and more awake. I also go on any other areas that need extra concealing. I use a lightweight powder like this one to set everything in place. With this yummy chocolate bronzer that is one of my favorite bronzers, I'm gonna lightly contour my face. I put a little bit underneath my cheekbones, a little bit on the temple, and also on my jawline. To bring a bit of color and freshness to my skin, I applied this peach blush on the cheeks. And sometimes, just for a bit of fun, I also bring it across the nose. As usual, I am filling in my brows using a dark brown eyeshadow. This is my favorite method because it gives such a soft result, but it does take a bit of time, which is why I'm looking for a good brow pencil. So if you have a favorite, please let me know by leaving me a comment. My eye makeup always starts with primer. I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance to make my eye makeup last longer. And then taking this matte blue eyeshadow from Revlon, I apply this shade all over my eye crease using Hakuhodo J 5523 brush. This is seriously a very soft brush that takes blending to a whole other level. With my finger, I applied this shimmery light yellow shade in the palette all over my eyelid area. And lastly, taking this dark blue shade in the palette, using my Real Technique shading brush, I pat this color on the outer corner, making somewhat a V shape. With the same blending brush, I remove the harsh edges. And then I decided to add more color, so I did, and I blend again. All that blending can often knock off some of the eyeshadows on the eyelids, so if that happens, just reapply more colors on the center. I use the same blue eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and then for definition, I use this gel eyeliner on my upper lash line. I'm using short and small strokes when I apply this liner, as close as possible to my lash line. And then at the end, I extend it into a small wing to give an illusion of wider eyes. My lashes are naturally straight and I need all the help that I can get, so I use my Uemura lash curler to lift them up. And to keep a balance with the top, I applied this Makeup Forever Aqua Liner on my lower lash line. And then I smudged it with a pencil brush for a softer look. And last but not least, I applied Elise Lashes No. 1. Now this is one of my favorite lashes for smaller eyes because they're not too long, they're not too much, and they give a very nice rounded eye appearance. And just to show you that makeup doesn't always have to be expensive, These lashes cost me $1.50. And finally, for my lips, I'm using Revlon Lip Moisture Stain in the color Can Crush. I'm using this for the first time and then discovered that it's a bright sort of peach color, so I just spread it with my finger for a more natural flushed effect. And the look is finally complete. Here is the final look. And the lashes are optional, but I think this is a great and subtle way to wear blue for everyday makeup. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want, you can reach me on my social media to chat or just say hi. Bye!